Hey, what is up, everyone? This is Da Vinci here today, back with a brand new video. Today, guys, I'm going to be giving my thoughts on the new Drake album that dropped a day ago. So sorry, I'm a bit late on this, but I got stuff to do, man. I'll be working on stuff and stuff that I plan to come out in the hopefully near future. But anyway, moving on from that. Honestly, Nevermind. That album, everyone's talking about it, seems like, or lots of people are talking about it, and I want to give my thoughts. I don't want to make this too long, but who knows? This might end up dragging on. There's not much to say about this album. Overall, Drake. Overall, I'm with lots of new people. I don't want to be that type of person who's like, I miss the old Drake, but Drake is one of those few artists, because obviously you'll hear that about artists like The Weeknd, like people say, I miss the old Weeknd, or I miss the old Kanye, But like Drake is an artist who I genuinely miss when they were at their beginning stages, or whatever, all the way back. Seriously, the mixtapes that he did, they weren't bad. Obviously, so far gone was like his breakthrough mixtape, but he still had like the comeback season. He had another one called I just forgot. It was his first mixtape. I haven't listened to it in a while, so it's hard to say. I forgot what it was, but again, and he had albums too. Take Care. If you're reading this, it's too late. I think that was. It's not. Those are albums. Again, those are albums, but those are really good albums. That really, when you think about it, it wasn't that long ago since those came out. But here we are sitting with this new, generic house album is what I'm just gonna call it, because that's basically what it is. And when I first heard about it, when I heard that this was going to be an EDM inspired album, it was heavily rumored. Obviously, like seriously, in that short span of time, it was heavily rumored. So I was like, okay, that's what I'm expecting, I guess. I didn't get my hopes up too high, but I was excited for at least the production. The production. Drake, I could care less, but I'm a huge fan of EDM and like house music and stuff like that. I like Daft Punk, I like Chromeo, I like Breakbot. Some of those are a bit more disco, but still, I just love it, So I was excited. I love Weeknd's new album, Don FM, which, let's be real, this was but he was trying to make this his own kind of Don FM album, I guess you could say. Let's be real for a sec. I think all of us point that out. But even that, I would say even comparisons to that are pretty limited, because again, The Weeknd with Don FM, like he had that retro 80s feel, like Michael Jackson's Thriller, off the wall type of feel, He kind of had that. He had Shalimar type of feel, that energy. He had that energy, while also still making it a personal album, putting his heart and soul into it, and it basically being his dream album. I think that's the album he'd probably been wanting to make, because he's a huge sucker for the 80s like I am, and probably some of you guys are, because again, I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan. I love Prince, and lots of other different, artists. New Edition, 80s might be my favorite era. So again, Don FM, it executed greatly, because we can actually put passion into it, and you could just, the energy and everything coming from it. It's hard for me to explain, but you hear that, then you hear honestly Nevermind, which I even heard some Drake fans, this is gonna be better than Don FM, and I was not expecting that, but I was like, okay, who knows? The production might be good. I knew right away Drake was also going to be singing, because, first of all, he does that a lot more nowadays. And It being a house album, I don't know what else he would do, really. I mean, I know you could still rap over house beat, but like that's not really that common. At least as far as I know, at least like nowadays, maybe they did it a bit more back then. But nowadays, like I don't really basically what I'm trying to say is I don't hear anyone else do it. So, and just knowing how Drake is nowadays, I knew it was gonna be lots of vocal stuff. Drake isn't a bad singer, but man, at least before all this, I didn't think he was. Now I genuinely am like, he has to be one of the worst singers I've heard, man. Not falsetto. I believe it was on Falling Back, the second track of the album. BS, man. It was horrible. I did not falsetto. That was the worst part. Not auto-tune. Like, obviously I'm not fully against it, auto-tune, but the way Drake was using it and trying to actually sing like that, it was just, again, I'm not good at explaining stuff, but you gotta listen to it, man. It's but yeah, overall Drake's vocals, there were like two songs that I kind of, be screwing with a bit, like I like the song Sticky, and then Jimmy Cook's, because Drake did all right on that song, and 21 Savage. He seems cool. Like, I've heard some of his stuff, so I liked what he did in this song. Like most people say, he basically carried this entire album. So at least we got some 21 Savage, but that's all I can really say, to be honest. Everything else, I mean, some of the production I liked, but it kind of seemed lazy. It didn't seem fresh. It just sounded like a generic house album overall. And his heart and soul didn't seem in it. He didn't. His heart wasn't in it. Yeah, I mean, you guys might be able to as well. I mean, I think most people can tell when Drake isn't even trying. I mean, seriously, he hasn't been trying since, like, he hasn't tried in like almost a decade now. Let's be real. Okay, maybe like since 2015, 2016. He hasn't tried since then overall. There are definitely some songs, newer songs by Drake that I like and listen to. I'm like, okay, this is why I want to hear more from Drake. But overall, man, he don't even try no more. He knows that he can just crap out anything and it's gonna reach number one in like the first week or less, like, so even he knows, man. So he ain't trying with this. This is just him trying to capitalize off of something big, and yeah, he doesn't care. He just, yeah. So Drake, his vocals, he didn't even sound like he was into it for the most part. They were also just bad, especially the falsetto. I'm gonna keep saying that, man. That falsetto. But yeah, other than the vocals and everything, it's just a generic house album. There's some decent production, but it's very basic. And overall, I mean, sometimes you don't even, obviously you're supposed to dance at its house. It's a EDM genre, but sometimes it's hard to tell with Drake's mellow vocals, bro, just how his vocals are. It's like, you might want to dance at parts, but then those vocals, and then the fact that you're waiting for a beat to drop as well. I know someone else said it on this platform, that you wait for a beat to drop, but it doesn't end up dropping. It just kind of stays the same. And overall, most of these songs are just very mellow, uninspired, unoriginal, very generic and basic. Like, after I finished it, I had to go and listen to some Daft Punk and Don FM and I had to go listen to lots of other stuff, and like Breakbot. I had to go listen to the good EDM artist, some actual good EDM artists. So yeah, I mean, that's basically all I have to say, man. Luckily, Drake isn't the only rapper. There are other rappers I could listen to. And honestly, this wasn't meant to be a hip-hop album in the first place, So, I mean, and that's fine. Again, I'm into many different genres. But even when Drake is doing hip-hop, it doesn't even seem like real hip-hop, And I don't know, man. I don't want to turn this review into a entire rant about Drake's career, so I'm not going to. But overall, man, Drake, I know this dude got some potential, man. I've heard some new songs that are actually like good, but I don't know, man. I mean, it is what it is, bro. Like, I just overall, you guys gotta get a listen for yourself. See what you think. If you guys disagree with me, you guys can go in the comment section, disagree all you want. That's fine, you know. Again, I don't think this album is the worst thing ever. I think I've heard worse, but it's not that good. It's very below average, I would say, and yeah, I mean, I guess if I have to give it out of 10, which I don't really like doing with music, but I would give it like, I don't know, a 3 or something. A 3. What else? I'd give it a 3, I guess. 3 out of 10 or something like that, I guess. Or a 2.5 out of 10. Something like that. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Expect new videos to come out. I'm trying to bounce this with a possible music career and like producing music and stuff like that, but yeah, it might be a bit hard to balance it out, but I'm definitely gonna start working on some new videos, and I expect that coming pretty soon. So I hope y'all enjoyed this, and yeah, man, see you guys in the next one. Peace.